Hello, everybody. We're going up to Clifton, Morenci. There's a big copper mine up there, and Clifton's a real old town. You know, just a lot of history there. But the mountains are real pretty going up in here. There's a lot of the poppies grow. I don't know what time of year is that.
Yeah, March.
March. The poppies bloom all over, and it's just yellow all over the side of the mountain.
It already happened.
But it's me and Sarah, Diane.
See this one right here? We used to name the mountains when we were, I don't know if you did with your parents when we were coming through here. This was the Saddle Mountain.
Saddle. Well, there's a mountain back behind us. I didn't get it on video, but they teach mountain climbing over there. You ever seen that? The college does. They teach when they have mountain climbing.
And that one looks like a chef baking right there. See him on the side?
I can't really
Look,
spot.
he's standing right next to his
Oh, the one by itself?
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
He's gonna make a pizza or something. He's got a little chef hat on.
And there's a lot of deer up here. Wouldn't be surprised if we see something, javelina, deer.
We'll probably see him on the way home, huh? That's usually when we see him.
Yeah.
Most likely a ram.
Well, we might see some rams when we get up there, the bighorn rams. You know what? Actually, we'll take a ride out to Marquine Hill and or Marquine Road, the Snob Hill. It's where all the bosses live for Freeport McMoran. They own the copper mines. And we pulled up there one day, and I'm not even exaggerating. There was probably 50. What do you think? 50 of them?
Yeah.
Just all over, man. They were just all over the yard. They eat all the grass and stuff.
And the plants.
But we'll cruise up there and we'll check it out. Should be pretty cool. So I will see you in a little bit. Bye. Check this out. There's still an old drive-in over here. If I can get it on there. See that old drive-in? This place is called Three-Way down here. It's on the way to Morenci, Clifton. And that old drive-in's still standing. There's not many of them left, you know, but they've left that one alone. I don't know why. They ought to open it up again. But anyways, that's called Three-Way. Here we go. We're going down through the bridge. This is called the San Francisco River that we're going to go over right here. It's not much of a river, but in Arizona, that's our river. It's kind of pretty, though. Look at those buildings over there. Like they're neat, too. See, there's a little bit of water.
Some preppers over there.
And this over here is called York. That valley over there is just, they call it York. Like New York, but drop the new. But it's pretty down here. There used to be a bar that sat right here, right after the bridge. Was it right down there?
Yeah.
Right down there. And the old bridge used to run through that way. But there was an old bar down there and it caught fire. What was it called? The, oh gosh. What was that?
It wasn't the El Rey, was it?
No, it wasn't the El Rey. I can't remember. But there's a famous street up here too that we're going to go down. It's called Chase Creek over in Clifton. And it's an old, there's different things that's happened down there.
It's the original highway for there.
Was it the original highway? But it's pretty cool. They, the buildings are kind of run down and they're not in real good shape anymore.
But they're original.
Yeah, they're all original. And some of them have been fixed up. We went in one, they got, a gun shop in one of them. Went in there, and there's a couple that we'd like to go in and they're always closed. Nobody's around, so we can't get in it. But, anyways, it's pretty neat. It's a lot of history. There's an old jail that's built in the side of a mountain, and the train station's right there. That old train station's been there for many years. But we'll check it out when we get down there. There is the drive-in, and this little place right here. This little store is called Three-Way, but they call it Three-Way because you got your three roads right here that take you to Clifton, Morenci.
Or New Mexico.
Where the gas is $2.53 a gallon. Wow, it's expensive. Yeah, you can go to New Mexico. You up that way. You can hit it if you can keep going through here. You can go through Morenci, Clifton, Morenci, and it goes up. They call it going up the trail, the Coronado Trail, and it takes you up to Alpine, and then you can go up to Sholo and all that stuff. We gotta keep driving. Just keep going up there. You can see parts of the mine as you're coming into Clifton here. There used to be old smelter stacks, and they blew them up. Imploded them. They were huge. There was one little smaller one right here as you come into town, but they tore it down. There's a big slag pile there. Slag is the what's left over when they burn the copper, and they used to use it on the railroad tracks. When you see all that black rock, that's the slag that they take off of there. So we will see right up here. You can see parts of the mine. This place has been here, what, 100 years? Over 100 years. The mine itself's been here not that long too. I think it's pretty much what formed the town. It's not even an incorporated town. The mine owns the town, not Clifton, but Morenci. Clifton was just an old town that was, formed over here. So you can see there's a big smelter.
The train always played a vital importance to the town, though.
Yeah, the train's a big deal.
From food to orphan children.
To Chinese people, from the stories I hear from the old miners. They would, and I don't know if this is true, but they would take these old Chinamen, and at payday they'd put them on a train and say, okay, let's go, and they'd take them on this train and then dump them off, and wouldn't pay them. I don't know if that's true or not. That's way back when. But right down here, you can, sun's right in my eyes. There's a bunch of houses down in the deal there, down in the little canyon.
All employees of Freeport.
Yeah, those are all new. Freeport owns all those. We're coming into Clifton, but they own all that. I don't know if that's their land on that side of the river, but it turns into Clifton.
Technically, that's Morenci's side, but yeah.
Yeah, and they got a new road that leads up back up in that way. The old cemetery here is really cool too. It's just an old cemetery. You walk through there and see 1800s, when people were buried and stuff. It's pretty neat. If you've ever heard of the copper mine strikes, there was a huge strike up here in '83 and a huge flood at the same time. But I'll tell you about that in just a second. Here we go, coming into the town. It's pretty cool, man. It's just, it sits in this little canyon here and it goes over the river. But this is the town of Clifton right here. They don't even have a school anymore because it's so small. There was no need for the school, so they sent all the kids to Morenci to go to school because Morenci's got a nice one. The companies, they make a lot of money, so they're they take care of them. I gotta put my camera down for a second. Here's a cop.
Up there.
Yeah, I can't get it right now. There's a courthouse back up in there. You can see the top of it right there. That courthouse is really old. It seems like every old town you come into, there's always an old courthouse. It's really cool looking. But I'll get a shot of it right here.
1911.
1911 was when that one was built, and it's up on the hill. It's kind of like Bisbee. When we go to Bisbee, I'll get some good shots. But that's it right there. And here we come. They built some big gates right here because it floods from time to time through here. They built these big gates to close when it floods. It's kind of weird. I don't know how it works. They've closed them a couple times, but I don't know if it actually would hold it.
We haven't had a flood like that.
Yeah, we haven't had a big flood, but it floods down in here. It really, that big flood of 80.
The houses out.
That big flood of 83 really tore up stuff down here. I mean, it was totally flooded down in here. But that wall, now it would divert it some, yeah, but I think it's, even where the train goes, you can see there's a gate right there for the train on that hole right there, and then this one coming through the town. But that's where the train goes through right there. It's really a cool little town. And then up here, what's that called over there? What's that called over there?
Shannon Hill.
Shannon Hill. Shannon Hill was over there. That's just a different subdivision of Clifton, they call it. Look at that old stop sign. I bet that thing's been there for 80 years. This is the river
that I like to swim in, but you didn't video it.
Well, I haven't got around there yet. See, look at that sign. Look at that sign right there. It tells you, watch out for the sheep, because they're all over the place. I'll be surprised if we don't see any. We're coming up here. This is Southern Pacific's deal. Their train station. Little park there. And then there's a big house over here. It's like a mansion, and it's for the big company head guys. They stay there. It's all nice, and you got all the hills on the houses on the hills, and here's the switching yard right here. I used to work for the railroad for Phelps Dodge when they owned it. We used to work down here every once in a while. But here's the old train station. Sometimes there's a bunch of sheep right there. I'll look around, see if I can find one.
We've already passed Geronimo's thing back there in the corner.
Well, I didn't. On the way back, we'll get it. Okay, now we're coming up on the little jail.
Can we go?
And there's an old locomotive.
Pull over real quick?
There's an old locomotive. Yeah, we can walk through there. There's,
Oh shoot! It looks like it's open.
yeah, it usually is. We'll pull in here right now and you can check it out. Okay, we're here at the jail, and this is just like a breathing hole right here that they built. They built it just into the rock, and this is the hole right here for air. This little plaque here talks about they blasted it from living rock, and there were some guys called Lazinski brothers who built the first copper smelter. And let's see, the first inmate. Okay, the first inmate in 1881 was the miner who built the jail. Oh wow, that's cool. Look at all the old turquoise and stuff in there. It's really cool. But this is the way to get in. Uh-oh, we got somebody in jail right there. Here's the locomotive that they used to use back in the day. Okay, here we go. Now we'll come down here. They sure didn't have it made down here, that's for sure. Look at that.
I don't want to be in there.
They just lock these guys up in here and
Change time.
oh well. Yeah. So they couldn't get away if they wanted to. This one here doesn't have the hole in it. It'd be pitch dark in here at night. Just a little bit of light over there, but
That one's a little bit
Look
bigger
at this.
for more people.
yeah, this is a big one here. But it's just all dirt, you know. They got a few air holes. There's an air hole there, and then that's the one.
Chain.
That's the one we look down right there. And then they got a chain. I don't know if you can see that or not. They got a chain where they chain them up. They probably had them all along the walls. But it's pretty neat. Here we go. Look at all this rock. They got turquoise in all the rock and stuff. This locomotive's pretty cool. Trailhead Coronado Railroad. That's the kind of stuff they used to use. Throw the coal in there. And this is an original train. It's just been donated. Pretty neat. There's a siren up there for floods or whatever. You can see it right there. Let me zoom in on it, see if it doesn't get too blurry right there. That thing starts going off when it's going to flood. A lot of times though, you'll see sheep. There's an old shovel too, right across the street over there, and that's actually a small shovel right there that they used to use. You can't tell the size of it from here, but it's a small one compared to what they have nowadays. I work for the mine in Safford, and those things are just huge. Let me see if I can see any sheep up here on this hill. I don't see any right now, but I'll be surprised if we don't see any. We'll head up the road a little ways. Okay, this is the historic Chase Creek. And all these buildings, I mean, they've been here forever, huh? About how many years? Probably 100, a lot of them? Over 100? It's really cool cruising up through here, you know. But when it flooded, it actually, you know, that water come up this way too. So there are 2 stories. It's kind of like, well, any old town, they're all 2 stories and had hotels down here. Look at this one here. There's nothing there. They're front of the building, but nothing left. They got a museum over here. We've never been able to get in it. I don't know when it's open, but we've tried to get in and no dice. So, anyways, that's a little bit of that car.
That's a nice car.
That's a nice one. So, and look at this one up here. What is it? Oh, no, I thought it was a car. It's not. All this old stuff over here, this equipment. They've got an old church right here too that's really, really pretty. Look at those bikes. I don't know if you can see them with the sun. Those are nice. This old church right here. What's it called? The Sacred Heart? Sacred Heart Church. It's a Catholic church. Pretty cool though. Look at it. It's old. It's all rock. Look at that. It's really pretty. All right, we're gonna head up the hill here.